You know, regardless of how self-confident we are, we've all asked this same question. Am I living up to my potential? We might not phrase it that way. We might ask, how can I advance in my career? Or how can I become a better leader? Or how can I make a difference? Or some other, how can I? But the underlying assumption in these questions is that there is this untapped potential waiting to burst free if only we had the opportunity. Remember when we were kids? We saw the places where we were fulfilled as being one and the same as where we worked. Okay, so we didn't grow up to be movie stars or pop singers or firemen, but the idea that what we do can help us to become who we can be is no less real.
Our research shows that for most of us, in fact 9 out of 10 of us, the workplace isn't where we unleash our potential. Only 1 out of 10 of us feels a strong connection to the company where we work, the peers we work with, and those who report directly to us. The costs of this breakdown in company employee loyalty are enormous. For companies, this means lowered productivity and higher turnover, and these are just the tip of the iceberg. It directly impacts our customer experience, lowering customer satisfaction and loyalty and impacting their spending in the long run. But the costs to us as individuals are no less serious. Work directly impacts our happiness. If we feel unhappy at work, it is almost certain that we will feel unhappy in life. But what we fail to see is that this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is our connections at work that make us happy. But how much time do we invest in these connections? Our study shows that fewer than 5%, less than 1 in 20, invest a great deal of time building and sustaining relationships with colleagues at work.
Loyalty is the glue that binds these relationships together. We have to prove that we deserve it and that we're willing to give it. This is what gives us the support and the security to realize our potential. And that is why loyalty matters.
Tim Keiningham and Lerzan Aksoy are the authors of several acclaimed books that have been translated into numerous languages and sold throughout the world. Their research has received over a dozen prestigious scientific awards. Tim was recognized as having contributed one of the top 20 most influential articles of the past 25 years. Lerzan was recognized as the top young scientist in Turkey. They have appeared on numerous television and radio programs, including CNN, CNBC, Sky TV, and CBS Market Watch. And their work is often featured in leading business publications around the world, including the Wall Street Journal. In their acclaimed keynote presentations and workshops, Tim and Lerzan unveil the findings of the most comprehensive study of loyalty ever conducted. And no matter where Tim and Lerzan appear, they leave their audiences inspired.
There is no experience worse than war. Your life is at risk, your limbs are at risk. Your friends' lives and limbs are at risk. Yet what is the most common thing a soldier says when he or she is wounded and in the hospital? When can I get back to my unit? Why is this? It can be summed up in 2 words, semper fi, which is Latin for always faithful or always loyal. And it's the credo of the Marine Corps. You see, we have a need for loyalty, not just to receive it, but to give it. We need bonds. We need to feel that we are a part of something larger than ourselves.
Loyalty is a hot topic. If you look at the number of books that have been written on the topic to date, it's more than 50,000. And that doesn't include the 200,000 books that have been written on relationships alone. Ironically, loyalty has been at a steady decline in all aspects of our lives in the last 50 years. As individuals, 20 years ago we had 3 friends that we could confide in. Today we have 2. In fact, for 2 out of 10 of us, that number is 0. As customers, we are less brand loyal. Only 1 in 5 of us feel loyal to the companies that we do business with. As employees, only 1 in 10 of us feel a strong connection to the company that we work for. For business managers, the problem is obvious. The only way to grow a company is through loyal employees and loyal customers.
We don't see things we believe to be impossible either. I want to be very clear. That's not the face of Albert Einstein. Did anyone see anything other than the face of Albert Einstein up there? It's not a trick question. It's not, that's a picture of the face of Albert Einstein. I mean, that is not the face of Albert Einstein. But does anyone see anything different? Anyone? Well, let me tell you what you're actually looking at. You're looking at the hollow face of Albert Einstein. Anyone doubt that I'm telling you the truth now? You're looking at a concave image of a human face. The only problem is, you can't see a concave image of a human face. Our brains say, no.
We live in a very dynamic environment. Change is happening very quickly. We have to adapt. And we have to adapt in a very quick and speedy way. In fact, a young American, when asked how many times they will change jobs during the course of their career, they say at least 11 times. And their skill sets, how frequently you would change your skill set, at least 3 times.
It is loyalty that we need. And we can find spiritual rest and peace in nothing else. What we do matters. And if that's all you can take from this, I really would hope that you realize we are at the forefront of making the world better, the society we want. But we don't do it by taking our situation for granted. We need to be good to our customers, to our employees, and to ourselves. In the end, we'll all end up happier.
Tim and Lerzan share a combined 30-plus years helping individuals and organizations understand and unlock the power of loyalty. Their presentations hammer home the fact that loyalty is the difference maker in building strong organizations.
We think we have the best jobs in the world. Basically, we get paid to tell people it's good business to be good to one another.
But this isn't just a platitude. We carried out the most comprehensive study of loyalty ever conducted, and our results prove it. Building a loyalty-driven organization accelerates business results.
So give us a call. We promise we'll make a difference.